Hi guys,
Hey.
welcome back.
Hello.
We are here after the Serbian national final, PESMA EVROVIZIJU, and I'm here with Sanja from
Hi, guys.
Croatia, with Jess from England, and Tran from the Netherlands. So, guys, what do you think about the show? Sanja, do you want to start?
Yeah, it was a great production as last year. This year again, I really liked it. Semifinals and this final evening, and it was a great competition. It wasn't obvious until the last few minutes who will win. So yeah, it was very strong national final in my opinion.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it was really great. What do you think, Tran?
I think overall the shows have been great. I wasn't able to watch all of the semifinals, but I watched the final, and I think the production of that was amazing. I thought the stage, as last year, I think it was an amazing stage as well. This one maybe even better. It is so big and has so many options to do staging, which we saw in the performances, and just overall a really good show. Don't really like the scoreboard though, because it's especially for if you don't speak
Yeah.
Serbian, it's really unclear what's going on if you don't see the points. The one thing that I would improve is the scoreboard for next year.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I agree. Jess, what are your thoughts on this show?
I loved the show. I thought, there were great hosts. It was a very strong lineup. The whole kind of staging and everything, I thought was really good. I was very impressed.
Yeah, and we do have a winner. It's Luke Black with Samo, me says Spava, which means I think it's like I just want to sleep, kind of. And I think
Yeah.
it's super relatable because especially during the dark winter time, I'm also always tired. And I think this song is amazing because it's artistic, it's modern, at the same time, it's something completely different. And I think it can stand out really well at Eurovision because it's all about diversity, and this song is so diverse. I also think he's a really nice artist, and yeah, I really like the song. What are your thoughts?
I think that. Oh no, go on.
Yeah, you go. I also really like it, and it's different, as you said. We can compare it with some songs from Eurovision before, maybe, but it's not. We cannot literally compare it. We can maybe compare it. I don't know. I've heard some comparisons with Hatari. Or some people said it will be difficult for Serbia if they choose Look Like because we have Finland this year, but I don't see such similarity. I don't know. I think he's really unique as an artist, and I like that.
I agree. I think it's still very different. Twan, what are your thoughts?
I really love that Serbia is once again sending something totally different, totally out there. Like last year with Constructa and this year again with Luke Black. It's something that you don't see a lot at all. It has a lot of deep meaning and really a big story behind it. And I really appreciate them sending such a good entry to Eurovision for that.
Yeah. And Jess, do you have any thoughts on it?
I think it's a really interesting choice for Serbia this year. It's something very different. And it's not really like anything they've ever sent before, I don't think, in Eurovision. And especially compared to Constructor from last year, the whole kind of vibe and the genre and everything couldn't be farther from it. And I'm really happy they've gone with something a bit more out of the box.
Yeah,
so actually, I don't know if you know that information, but he works with Zemlja Gruva. They are Constructa's band actually, and Luke Black works with them since I don't know. He started. They gave him like a chance to make music in their studio, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and I think they also. I may be wrong, but I think they done his staging. Someone from her team. I'm not really sure, but we can check this out later. Or someone, if someone is sure, you can say in the comments.
Yeah, you can write it in the comments if you know about it. But that would make sense because that staging was so innovative. Like I think the most innovative staging of the night. He did so much on stage. It was really fitting. I also think he really likes video games in his like free time. So it kind of matched to his personality as well. Like the graphics were enemy defeated. It was so much fun. Yeah. So let's take a look at the comments. We have Little John UK here. Hi. Yes, this Eurovision weekend is safe. Yes, we also had Moldova earlier today. We can talk about it later, maybe. Also very
And
interesting
Iceland.
choice. Huh?
And Iceland.
Iceland as well, yes. True. Okay, who else is here in the comments? We have Dylan. Hi, Euroworks. Hi, Dylan.
Hi.
Winston said it was a great show overall. Yeah, I do agree. It was a really great show. Also, the interval acts, I really liked them.
Wasn't what I was expecting from an interval act in Serbia, but
Yeah.
I kind
No,
of
I
liked
agree.
it.
Feels-
And especially the opening act as well. I thought that
Yeah.
was really, really fun.
Yes. I also really like the linking to Liverpool and the Beatles. I mean, it's
Mhm.
this year in Liverpool, so it's really fun. Winner of PESMA EVROVIZIJU is Look Like Samo, Mrs. Spava. Yes. Your favorite. That's great to hear. Yeah, I think we also all really like it. We're finding it really interesting. Luke or Carrier. Yeah, I think they are both fan favorites. I mean, Luke was also one of the big fan favorites in the beginning, and now he won. Same with Carrier. So this could be an interesting battle, I think. What do you guys think? How could Luke Black do in the semifinal?
I think at the moment I would say it's a safe qualifier.
Mhm.
If they keep the staging somewhat similar, there are elements of the staging that I personally am not a big fan of. For example, the big, I don't know what it even is. It's like a dinosaur creature on the screen at some point. I'm personally not a really big fan of that because it kind of breaks the atmosphere, that the intimate atmosphere that the performance has
Mhm.
for me. But from what I've seen at the moment, I think it can be a sure safe qualifier, and that he can be actually quite high at Eurovision because we've seen Constructa do amazing at Eurovision. I'm not sure if he'll come to those heights of Constructa, but maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, she also definitely stood out and had also something really original. So, and it's not a boy group. We have so many boy groups this year. So definitely standing out. Tanya, what do you think?
I think this first semifinal again is much stronger than second. Somehow it happens almost every year, but I still think he has a really good chance of qualifying, just because he's, as I said, he's unique, and I think this will be a plus for him.
Yeah, I think so too. And Jess, what do you think?
Yeah, I think especially because we have televote semi-finals this year in Eurovision, I think this is going to appeal very much to the televoters and secure Serbia a place in the final. I don't think they're going to match the success that Constructor had last year, but I could still see this getting a good result nonetheless.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's see the comments. Just arrived. Luke went, yes, Luke won tonight. He's going to Eurovision to Liverpool this year. I was shocked at Hurricane. Yes, we should maybe talk about Hurricane because
Yes.
the old Hurricane represented Serbia at Eurovision like in 2021 and 2020 actually. Now it's a new group because the contract ended from the old three girls. So what do you think about the new Hurricane? I mean, they're completely different, I think. Tuan, what are your thoughts? Did you like the song?
I love the song. Some parts of the lyrics are odd, so to say.
Yeah.
But in general, I really, really like the song, and their outfits are fire. I love the outfits a lot. I will say, though, I did miss a lot of energy that the other three girls in Hurricane had. I think these girls are a bit more stiff and lack some energy. Where I will say that the vocals were on point, though, so I don't really know how they got 0 points in the jury. That
I know.
was kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, I personally also really like the song. It's so catchy. It's a banger. I also like the outfits, as you already said. I think they're like futuristic, but also they're really interesting, really original. Kind of reminded me like Carnival, something like this. And as you said, they have great vocals, but I think they are also a bit younger than the older Hurricanes. So maybe they will get better, like with more experience on stage.
Yeah,
like
maybe a bit less experienced.
Yeah, maybe that. But I think they had a great harmony, I think, at least the voices. Do you have any thoughts, Tanya? Did you like the song?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was maybe not my cup of tea as a song, but it was so catchy that I still listen to it. So yeah, that's what happened to me with that song.
Yeah.
But the new Hurricane Girls, they released a couple of songs since they came out as a new version of the band, and I have to admit there's one song that I like even more than this one, but I don't know. I don't think it deserved 0 points and only 1 point summed up. Only 1 point summed up. So I don't know what happened there. I wish that they come back and try again with
Yes, definitely.
with something different, maybe.
Yeah, I was shocked as well, but I think they just got outshined by Luke. Jess, what do you think?
I mean, to be fair, it was a strong lineup in the final, and I feel like their song and their staging and stage presence wasn't enough to kind of overpower people like Luke and Filip, for example, that were some of the big favourites. It would be nice to see them come back with a stronger song and something as strong as the old Hurricane members, because I feel like this was lacking in comparison to kind of Eurovision Hurricane, which is a shame because they seem like they're great singers and great performers. I just, for some reason tonight, it just wasn't working for them.
Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes the song's a bit cheesy. I do agree here. Let's see. Hurricane was almost a sorry watch. I need sunglasses. Yeah. I like the way Hurricane tried to use their costume to disguise the lack of a performance. Oh, well, I do like the costume, and the performance was not that bad. I mean, they had a good choreo. They were always like, yeah, I think it was good. But they can always.
Maybe it's also the fact that the previous Hurricane was so energetic and there was so much dancing going on.
Yeah.
And this one, there's a lot of going on, but just compared to the old Hurricane, it's much less energetic.
Yeah, I do agree. The others were way more experienced for sure. But guys, did you have any favorite songs tonight you want to talk about? What about you, Sanja? What was your favorite tonight?
One of my I didn't have a clear favorite this year, I have to admit that, but I had a few. And I would like to talk about what happened with Zaina, because I think she also didn't score so well as I expected.
Yes.
I don't know what was her final position, but yeah, I think she deserved better placement in the end. For me, she could also be a deserved winner, as much as Luke and I don't know who else. I like Nađa as well. She's was she a jury winner?
Yeah, she won the jury.
Yeah. So I liked actually more than one song this year.
That's always good. Yeah, that shows that it's a good show with strong entries. That's always good. I do agree with Zaina. I did not know what's going on because this is my personal winner. I'm streaming this song every single day. And some people might say it's a bit outdated. It's more for the 2000s. I personally disagree because I think it's an amazing bop. It's a banger. I loved her performance. It was great. We had fire. We had everything. She's a great performer on stage. Maybe it's a bit repetitive sometimes, yes, but I still love the song a lot. So yeah,
and we still don't have such type of song this year.
Exactly. We have flamenco elements with Serbian traditional ethnic music, so it's amazing. Yeah. Jess, did you have any favorites tonight?
Well, my favorite to win was Luke. So obviously I'm very happy.
Good for you. Yeah.
But aside from Luke, I really loved Nađa, I think it's pronounced, who was the jury winner. And also and also Xenia as well, I really liked as well. That was just an absolute bop in my opinion. And I think it would have been amazing on the Eurovision stage. It would be lovely to see her come back with something similar and hopefully win.
Yeah, someone was asking about who was the folky guitar. I think it was Nađa. She might be kind of like a Serbian Taylor Swift. I like that as well. So I can see that juries really like that song. Tran, did you have a favorite tonight?
My favorite tonight was actually Zaina as well. I'm going to completely agree with everyone here. My favorites were Zaina and also Nađa. But I also really loved Duo Grand. I know that's quite an unpopular opinion, but given that my favorites from the entire selection were eliminated in the semi-finals, which I'm used to, I'm very happy with these results.
Yeah, definitely. Only Nađa. So we have a Croatia supporter here. Yes, it's great to hear, especially for Sanja, maybe. Let's see what else we have. Semi-1 is becoming a bloodbath. Yeah, it's a really strong semi, definitely. Do you guys have any favorites in semi-final 1? Like, what is your favorite so far?
I have no idea who is actually in semi-final 1.
I just actually
I think Estonia is in semi-final 1, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yes.
Well, then Estonia is my favorite in semi-final 1. It's my favorite of the entire Eurovision. I think the song is incredible, so Estonia.
I mean, it's my last, but good for you. I'm lucky. I'm happy for you.
Oh, Estonia semi-final 2. I just see someone saying in the comments. Okay.
Can we talk about how Ivana and Angellina didn't qualify? Yeah.
I was so sad for both of them, actually, because they both deserved to qualify, and their stagings were and I don't know what happened.
I think there were a lot of surprises in the qualifiers, and I would love to see the split results of the semi-finals and see where that comes from.
Yeah, definitely. Would be interesting to see, especially Angellina. I was super surprised that it didn't qualify. Like, she was really strong on the stage, I think.
Yeah, I'm very sad because she said that she won't be coming back.
Oh, okay.
But
that's sad.
I don't know. I really listen to her music on a daily basis, and I like what she's doing. She's preparing a new album, and she's like concentrating on that right now. So I hope she recovers fast from this shock, which it was.
Yeah,
all of us.
Yeah, I'm also really sad that Presidente didn't qualify for the final. It was a bob. I really liked him as well.
It was also a shock, non-qualified.
Well, my absolute favorites of this national final were Jelena Vlahovic. I'm not going to try to pronounce the song name, but she failed to qualify, sadly. And my other favorite was the duo that sang Novi Svet, the opera song. I think that's a really, really beautiful song, and I'm sad that that song was not in the final.
Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the comment, because there are many. Luke was my favorite. That's really good for you, because he won. Samo Mrs. Spava, yes. I see.
It's so relatable, actually.
a lot of people are happy.
Luke had the best song where I thought Filip was a bit flat on the night. Okay, we would definitely talk about Filip as well, because he was one of the favorites as well. Zaina was amazing. Had she won, he would have been my top 5. Yeah, she would have been a winner overall. It was a great song. Serbia doesn't like Hurricane's melodies. It's great news. Luke and Constructor are the best choices we ever made. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree, because Constructor did really well at Eurovision. I can see Luke pulling off a great result as well, because he really stands out. Estonia was in semi-2? Yes. Okay. Can we talk about Prince? Yes, we should talk about him, definitely. He was so close to winning. Yes. Sanja, do you want to start? Did you like this song? What do you think?
I did like it, but I did not really wanted it to win, maybe. Because I think Serbia already sent such type of songs, and maybe I preferred that songs like Željko Joksimović, or for Montenegro, Knez, and songs like that. And I wanted them to send something different. Maybe that was my point of view about
Fair
Prince.
enough. Yeah, I understand. Jess, what do you think?
I liked the song, but I didn't love it. He sounded great on stage and looked great. But I kind of agree with Sanja. I'm glad she didn't win, because I feel like it would have been a very safe kind of option for Serbia, and it would have been a more kind of an option that they're more familiar with when you're kind of looking back at their previous entries. So I'm glad that they decided to kind of go a bit out of the box and send someone like Luke, rather than playing it safe with Prince, I think it's pronounced.
I think so, yeah. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. Twan, what do you think?
I totally agree with both Sonia and Jess, but I will say that I thought the staging was really cleverly done, and I really liked the staging and the outfits. And yes, he does really look like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you all. I mean, I personally love this song a lot. It's really ethnic. I really do like it a lot. It's like also my second or third place of the night, but it would be a safe choice. So yeah, they chose something else, and I think that's a good decision. Well, but there's so many comments now, so let's look at them. I miss Savo. Yes, we talked about. Me too. Angellina as well. Ivona, Angela. Yeah, there were so many songs that we had in the semifinals that did not qualify. It's really sad. But in the end, not everyone can qualify. So
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have such a strong national final, some songs have to be eliminated, and sometimes there are very good songs.
Yeah, where's the old hurricane? Yeah, well, I think the contract ended, so now it's new girls.
It's still the same producers and same team,
exactly.
just
new
members.
Yeah, and the girls, Ivana, Sanja, and Ksenia, they have their own careers.
Solo careers, yes. Yeah, really successful, I think so.
Make really amazing songs, by the way.
Yeah. For me, Filip was the best. He has a top 5, right? The song is really great. I'm happy with Luke. Yeah, we should talk about Filip maybe, because he was one of the favorites as well. Jess, did you like the song? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I really liked this song, and I loved the staging as well. And I think it's a very kind of different entry, like Luke's entry. I thought he performed very well in the final. In my opinion, it came across as very strong and confident. And I would have been very happy to see this win, and I think it would have made a great choice for Serbia. I would love to see him come back.
Yeah, completely agree with you. It was really energetic, really modern. It would be great at Eurovision as well, I think. Sanja, what do you think?
I think he really elevated the song with the staging. I wasn't a big fan of the song itself, but when I saw staging in a semifinal, he instantly became, I don't know, he came to my top 5 or something. I think he has a great charisma and stage presence, and I also like. I need to explore more of his music because he's like intriguing as an artist. I don't know, he's really interesting. So he elevated the song very much with his performance.
But I think that's great about national finals, because we get to know so many new artists and explore their music. It's also good for them, like that other people get to know their music.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Twan, what do you think? Did you like the song?
I completely agree with Sanja. I'm not a massive fan of the studio version of the song, but I think the performance is what sold that song. I think he's a really good performer, and he really sells the song live very well. So I think if it had won, it would have been a very deserved winner.
Yes, definitely. Oh, question for Sanja. Dora does not have almost the same current music and big names in the lineup. Well,
it's not a question for me exactly, but I don't know. I think we're doing. I don't know. We attracted. I mean, not we. Dora attracted this year, for example, some big names. I mean, Let's 3 is really big name in Croatia. But I don't know, I would like to see semifinals in Dora also, and that would maybe give chance to... what I liked about Serbia is actually not that we had so many big names, but so many young artists, maybe independent artists, and that's also one of the interesting things in this national finals. So I don't think we need just big names. I mean, we had it this year with the tour, with Damir Kejo, with some names that are on the scene for a long time. But I also like to see some new names.
Yeah, completely agree. And in the end, it's not always the big names that win. I mean, this year it was the case because they really stood out, but usually it's not always the case. So let's see. I am curious if it is possible then Balkan Brothers, Croatia and Serbia, 2 out-of-the-box entries will go after each other in the running order. That would be interesting, but I'm not sure if they should do that.
I don't know if they're in the same half of the semi-final, but I don't think they should be put after each other because I think both entries stand out in the bunch of songs. So I think they should be a bit a part of each other so that they can have their moment to shine.
I just checked. They are both in the first half of the first.
Oh,
semifinal.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good. Okay.
But as you mentioned in the comment, I don't remember the user's name. You said that they were both out of the box, and I think having 2 out of the box entries back to back wouldn't be a good idea in terms of the running order. Even though they are out of the box in very different ways, I still think it wouldn't be the best choice, personally.
Yeah, completely agree with you. Prince was a national champion cut. I think I read that as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. He looks like Prince of Persia. Yeah. I really liked his outfit though. It fitted really well to the song.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I think it's a question for Jazz. UK entry. Yeah, we don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm afraid I cannot reveal any information about that.
If Jazz gets announced as the UK rep, she'll be the first on the outside. We would love to see
Change
that.
first for last, and then it might be.
No. No, I don't think so. Okay. Yes, Luke. Yes, we are happy as well. It's a great choice. Should they make national selections compulsory?
No.
No.
First of all, I think every country should have the right to choose their act however they want. And second of all, we would have to keep up with like 40 national selections. You would have to quit your job to be able to keep up with all of those. So I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
And I
agree.
think like every Saturday would be a Super Saturday for about 2 months straight.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Croatia. You guys always get robbed and get 11th in the semi. Yes. Love from Serbia. Yeah. That's great. Do you guys have another song of tonight or you want to talk about? Something that really stood out for you? Is there anything else?
I would like to talk about Boris.
Boris, yeah.
Boris, because I'm also shocked because he got 0 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked his last year's entry, Vrati Mi. And first, this song didn't qualify for the final, and I was heartbroken totally. And now he comes back with a great song and staging and 0 points. So yeah, I just want to mention him, to give credits to him, to come back and to try again, even stronger.
Yes, definitely. I was shocked as well. I think he's also the songwriter of Nezlecha.
Yeah, of Hana Masic from this year's.
It was also a really beautiful song. So he definitely knows how to write songs. And I really hope he comes back because I think he was great on stage with the mirrors and he also has a really good voice. It was
Great
an
concept,
good production. So it was really sad. He was really low tonight. Yeah. Did you guys like?
I agree. I love his voice. I wasn't a massive fan of the song, but I think the live performance was really solid, and I don't think it deserves 0 points. But I guess part of that is to do with the voting system that they're using, which I'm personally not a massive fan of this system, but that's for another time. But yeah, it's sad that you got 0 points.
Definitely, yeah. Jess, did you like the song?
I didn't mind the song, but I would say that I preferred the staging over the song. I thought visually it looked great, but the song itself fell a bit flat for me.
Yeah, I get that. Laila, are you so underrated? They were my childhood, so I'm kind of biased. They're so good. Yeah, they were really traditional, ethnic. I found that really interesting. They also stood out in another way. I don't know if you liked the song.
I loved the song.
Yeah, I remember.
I love the song. So yeah, I think they are really underrated. They were personally one of my favorites tonight. So I think they should have been much, much higher.
Yeah.
They're so charismatic, and I'm a big fan of the band. Maybe more than this particular song, but I'm also really really surprised of their final placement with 0 points. Also didn't deserve that at all.
Yes. Something interesting. Where does Serbia place in odds after this? Because I have no idea. I don't know if anyone of you checked.
Let me quickly check. Okay.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see because
Serbia
sometimes so quickly.
Serbia is on place 14 in the odds.
Okay,
it has
that's
not.
good.
I don't think it's risen or fallen yet. No, it's still the same as yesterday.
We received more. Violet was my number 1 favorite for clubs as well. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, they were quite low. There's one more song I really want to talk about, and that's Stefan, because he was also one of the favorites, I think. I think his voice is amazing. He does not really have stage presence, in my opinion. He was just standing there. He seemed really nervous, but the song is amazing. It's very Balkan for me. It's a beautiful song. I also love the instrumental, the instruments in general. I don't know if you like the song or if you remember the song. If so, let me know.
I agree with you. I think his stage presence was what really lacked in that performance. I think his voice was there, the song was there, but it's just the stage presence that was not there for me, which made the performance feel a little bit not weird, but it made it feel incomplete in a way. And which I get why he placed. I think he placed like 6th or something, which is still a really decent place.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. But I think it would have been much higher had it been sung by a performer with more charisma or stage presence.
Yeah, but his song really is something that I guess will become a hit in Serbia, because that type of songs are on the radios there. So I guess he will be having a big hit.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a bit too local for Eurovision. I can definitely see that. I mean, on the other hand, Eurovision fans or the audience appreciates ethnic music that's like from other countries. It's always interesting to see, and they always place quite high. So I'm not sure, actually.
I don't think it was too local.
I mean, look at Moldova last year.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good.
Pretty local and got a very good televote score.
That's true. That's a good example. So this is a question for us. Who was your favorite staging? Mine was Angellina. She was have to. Good question, actually. I think my favorite was Luke, and yeah, I think Rumba as well, because that was really suitable for song. But Luke was amazing. That was really impressive.
I think my favorite is Rumba, but it's very difficult to choose because I think most of the songs had really, really good staging, really polished staging. But if I had to choose one, then it would be Rumba.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, also Angellina for me. And I liked Nađa's staging.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit similar to Landise or what was it called?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it looked nice and it fitted the song.
Definitely, yeah. I do agree. What about you, Jess?
Yeah, I really liked, I loved Xenia's staging. And also, I'm going to see if I can say this correctly, Nađa?
Yeah.
Yes. I loved her staging too. It reminded me of Italy's staging from Eurovision 2016 for some reason. I just thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really suitable. A question for you, Jess. Do you like the Icelandic song?
I do like the Icelandic song. Do you?
I personally haven't been listening to it yet. I will do it right after the live stream. What about you guys?
I also still haven't listened to it, and I don't know who won because I was so into Serbia's national final that I forgot that it's happening. Sorry, guys. Who won in Iceland?
The one that won was Dilja with Power.
Okay.
I think Twan really likes the song.
Favorite.
Yeah, I really like the song. It was actually my favorite of the national final going into the selection, and I think her performance was really amazing. And I'm really happy that Iceland made the choice to send her to Eurovision because I think she will do quite well at Eurovision, actually. I
think the super finals were her and the OK band, I think.
Yes.
I just did not like them at all, so I'm really glad she won. For Luke, he has a lot to improve live, especially, the vocals. Sometimes I can't hear him, but the good thing is he has material ideas to play and work with it. Yeah, he's really creative, and I think he also has a great team behind, as Sanja already said, with constructors, choreographer, I think. I do agree on the vocals, though. I don't really like his vocals sometimes, but he can definitely improve. So, yeah. What do you think? Did you like it?
I think part of that is also the way the song sounds, because it sounds a bit distorted naturally. It sounds like he's singing through some kind of old telephone or something. I think that's also part of why his vocals sound a bit off sometimes. But yeah, I do agree that he can definitely improve his vocals for Eurovision, and he has a lot of time to do that. So I'm sure he will be able to do it.
Yeah. Is there anything else for you guys that you want to see? Something new for him to improve for Eurovision?
I would say why fix something that's not broken?
Yeah.
I think this is really solid performance. I think just tweak it a little bit, make it a bit bigger for the Eurovision stage, and tweak the camera angles a little bit, and then you're good to go, I'd say.
I agree.
Yeah,
Sanya,
I would agree. I think Luke Black and his performance that we saw tonight is Eurovision ready. And I think, as Twan said, just a few minor changes here and there to adapt to a bigger Eurovision stage. And I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know where I watched it. Was it in one of his interviews or on his Instagram Live? I'm not sure. But he was asked about the staging. Will he change it if he goes to Eurovision? And he said something that he would improve some things, but I guess they will do something more. They will not keep exactly the same staging. But let's say they're all very creative, and he's a really creative person. So I would say I'm sure that he will get great staging.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, and he has a lot of time. So before we wrap this up, guys, what is your top 5 so far, and where would Serbia be now after Luke Black has won?
Difficult question.
Juan, do you want to start? Where would Serbia?
I can start. Where Serbia would be is, I think, between 10 and 15 at the moment for me. So my 5th place at the moment is Lithuania, then France, then Spain, then Norway, and then my winner is Alika with Bridges, Estonia. This song has a special place in my heart. I've played it around 800 times already.
Wow.
I think it's amazing, and the live performance just elevates it so much. I could talk about it for hours, but
were you there live on the national final in Estonia this year, or?
No, I was not there live. Sadly,
okay.
No, sadly not. No.
Jess, what is your top 5, and where would Serbia be now?
So my top 5. So my number 1, which Andy will be very happy about, is France. And then we have Norway, Ireland, Slovenia, and Denmark. I guess Serbia maybe could just sneak into my top 10 at the moment, but then it would be pushing out Malta, which is quite sad.
Oh, it's a cute song, yes. Sanya, what about you? What's your top 5?
My top 5, I still am not sure where would I put Serbia, but in between of 5th and 10th, definitely, but I'm not sure where exactly. But my top 5 for now is my 1st place is Spain, and I don't see that changing soon. My 2nd place is Italy, then hi Andy, France, and then Finland and Norway.
Yeah, great choices. All of your taste. Well, one. No.
What about you, Jana?
Yes. Okay. I don't even know. Like Serbia I think it would be right out of my top 10, maybe my 11th. I like it, but I think it has to grow on me a bit more. But there's a lot of time, so it might do. My 1st place is probably still Italy because it's so emotional. And then I'm not sure. It's probably Norway or Finland or Spain or Czechia. One of them probably. Yeah. And Moldova is also really good. Like it got released today. Well, not released, but he won the final. So it's a great song, I think. And I saw it climbed up really high in the odds and in the fan voting as well. So yeah, he might get many points from the televoting. Do you like this song? Have you been listening to it already?
I listened to it when the songs came out, and then I did not listen to it anymore because I kind of forgot about the Moldovan selection, I'll be very honest. And then I listened to it again today, and I think that it's a really good song, and it has a lot of traditional elements, which I really like, and it's in Romanian, which I also really like.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very solid choice for Eurovision.
Yeah, definitely. Sanya, Jess, do you know the song? Do you like it?
I do, yeah. I know it. I like it. it's something different for Moldova, something different, something that they haven't, that kind of style they haven't sent. I'm not sure they've ever properly gone down a proper like ethnic route like this before.
No.
So I'm excited to see this at Eurovision for Moldova, sorry. And yeah, I'm excited to see. I think it's going to qualify in the televote semi. Not sure how well it would fare in the final though.
Yeah.
What I especially really like about it is that he's a returning artist, and this song is like the polar opposite of the song he went to Eurovision with already. So I really like that he's bringing such a different song to Eurovision, and I really like when returning artists show a different side of their musical career to us at Eurovision.
Yeah, definitely. Like Damir did this year. Like Angels and Demons was also completely different to Die Liebe. So yeah,
exactly.
It's always great to see. Sanja, do you like the song, or how would you rank it?
I'm not sure because I still haven't seen live performance, but based on a song only, I do like it, and I also like ethnic vibes and that stuff. But I still need to see a live performance. But if I remember him from before, he's a great live performer. So I hope it will be as good live as it's the audio only.
Yes. So Rai has posted his top 5: Czech Republic first, then France, Norway, Denmark, and his bottom are Italy, no, Germany, Croatia. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I respect your opinion. All right, guys. I would say we wrap it up here because we've been here for a while. So it's been a great evening. It was great with you guys to chat. And we have a good winner with Luke Black. I wish him all the best. I hope he's going to do well at Eurovision. He's going to have a great time for sure. So guys, don't forget to follow us on all socials. We have a podcast like weekly, I think, with great themes, topics. Follow us on Twitter, on TikTok now, because we do TikToks as well, and wherever you want to. And it was great having you tonight with us. It was nice to chat to you. And I would say see you soon. Good evening and bye.
See
Bye.
you.